Hello everybody, welcome to my tutorial on how to install mods on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm doing this on a request, but here we go. First things you want to have is the Star Wars Battlefront 2 1.3 patch, or the remaster mod, which one of the, just so you know, every single one of these mods that is in this list is going to be in the description, linked and everything. But basically, I'm going to just show off this version, which is the 1.3 patch, which, well, adds basically the ability of mods, but this specific version, R129, basically it also allows you to play multiplayer with it. The regular 1.3 patch that's the most popular, that a lot of people link, actually turns off multiplayer. Now what you want to do is link it to your Star Wars Battlefront 2 game data folder. You know, it doesn't look like it. Now for me, it's going to be in a different location because I have an external hard drive, but for you, it would be in the in program files, and basically it would be the same thing for, like, basically, you'd want to go into this program files, but for me, I had to go into here. Just click on that. Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then, if I can find it, Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic, and then Game Data. Now, I'm just going to warn you, I clicked cancel. For this mod specifically, it will break because of how Steam basically renamed the patch. This basically doesn't work technically unless you upload it to like a separate file like this. Unless you upload it in a separate file and then manually upload it first. For that sake, I'm gonna do that for you. Let's just go here. Start. It's gonna make a start Battlefront 2 file folder, I guess. Or just post in the program files. I'm just gonna put it on my desktop instead because Windows, or just put it in downloads. Just show off. Yes. Like it would say folder name is not valid because it requires the like the actual thing to be named Star Wars Battlefront 2, not Classic, because of how it's programmed. So, anyways, let's cancel the installation. Now, and the other way you could do it is by using the Star Wars Battlefront 2 remaster mod made by the people who made Star Wars Battlefront 2, Battlefront 3 Legacy, which is a mod basically trying to emulate Star Wars Battlefront 3. This mod basically is a bunch of different mods combined, a bunch of fixes. For example, it's the 1.3 patch for Steam 2, AI hero scripts, 3D meshes fixes, texture fixes, proofread and proofread texture, like these are the links. But basically, yeah, it does a bunch of stuff, and then you just link it to the same folder. And this one works, but I am going to warn you, this one is very buggy. A lot of the time, it crashes sometimes, and specifically, I think this version turns off AI for online. So I really recommend that, like, that you be very cautious with this one. What it does add, however, is HD uh, textures for the menus. For example, the reason how I was able to get 920 by 181 1080p is actually by using this mod. Now I'm going to cancel it because I already talked about it. I'm not going to go through this next because next is basically just download. And also selecting which version of the game you have, which is like selecting if you have GOG or the Steam version. Good old game, by the way, is cool. This is what this is, by the way. But, yeah. And then you just click that finish and then done. Up next is Harrison Fogg's graphics mod, which basically is how I get the textures that I have, like all like not the side mod. Basically the how like the mat like all the colors look different and everything. This is what this mod is, which basically is just a reshade preset. What you want to do is go into the common is basically go into Steam app is program files, Steam apps common, and then go to the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic folder, and then go to game data, and then you just upload the contents of the graphics mod into the game data folder. It just places everything that's in there, Master Effect, D3DD, DDL, Master Effect Reshade, just drag it in there, and it should be fine. Like so. Heck, I can do it again if you want. It's that easy. I just do this. Boop. And it's done. Boom. Now you have that mod installed. And then there's stuff like Doomfront. Doomfront, basically, I'm just going to drag it out of there because why not? Now to explain, when you install the 1.3 patch, it also adds this add-on folder. This add-on folder is where you generally store your mods. Almost every mod you install goes here somewhere. So basically, you do stuff with that. It shows like it basically appears there. Usually, you'll find this 356 mod and the AAA patch mod folders. These ones are for other stuff like the remaster mod here, and also the Battlefront Extreme mod and the conversion pack. These are other mods that I have installed from these, which I'm probably also going to link in the description. Up next is basically how you install an add-on. Now these are basically through manual, like through a setup exe. But if you want to go manually, you just unzip the mod that you want, like Doomfront, and then you just drag and drop. It's that easy. After you have the 1.3 patch, it's just as easy as dragging and dropping. It's just that for me, like for a lot of people, the 1.3 patch is very intimidating, especially with the two different versions with the remaster and whatnot, yada yada yada. And then up next is lastly how I get the good graphics, the good space battles, and the good models is by using the Battlefront 2 remaster installer, which basically you just double click on the one you want, like or all three, just basically go maps, sides, then space. Click on them both. It'll boot up an exe file, like basically getting all the things ready. It'll tell you where to put it, and you basically just follow the instructions it gives. And then you should be able to do that manually. And if you want to do that manually as well, like you decide for whatever reason to install each map individually, what you want to do is you want to go to game data, level PC, and then upload it to the specific like maps like Coruscant, Dagobah, Death Star, Endor, Felucia, Geonosis, Hoth, Camino, Kashyyyk. This is from the mod. Mustafar, Megiddo, Naboo, Polis Massa, Space, Tantive 4, Tatooine, Utapau, and Yavin. And by the way, there's the mod installing now. Or I'm just gonna do this again just to show you that I can do it again. If it crashes, I'm just gonna let you know this. If the 1.3 patch, like the remaster mod, crashes after you're done installing all these mods, what you want to do is install the 1.3 patch again. It like the remaster mod again. It works. I've tested it. It worked. I don't know why. Probably because like model changed something and it just went. But yeah, I'll show you the yes. And this by the way has the Mos Eisley. Then you click next. You select the document folder that you want. Again, same place, same area of T7 program files, Steam apps, Common, Battlefront 2, Classic, and then game data, and then boom, you got it. The wrong Battlefront 2. Keep doing that. Game data, and then you click OK, and then next, and then boom, it start unpacking the files into the right location, and this should take about like 5 minutes, or even less. Then, if it's basically first it boots up all the map packs that it needs, then it puts them all into their respective locations, like in all the different level PCs things. To explain what level PC is, it's basically all the models, user scripts, like all the scripts, levels, and everything that the game uses to, well, make the game. Just checking I actually put it in the right place. Yes. Alright. But yeah. After that, let's boot up Doom. Let's boot up the Doom mod, because these ones are also linked, which by the way are honestly, I would consider these three mods, or these two mods, as essentials. These are the essential mods that every modder pretty much must have, for me. Is Battlefront Extreme, which is one of the greatest mods made, basically making the game a lot more lore accurate, and a lot more fitting with old Legends canon. And the conversion pack adds over 25 maps in an entirely new era, the KOTOR era. Basically, both really good maps. And the patch is just a patch for this to add more stuff, like even more maps, or heroes. But yeah, let's boot up the Doomfront mod. Basically, you want to close both these down, double-click Star Wars Battlefront, and you should be able to just boot up resolution. Like if it boots, actually it boots up right here. It's basically asking that Steam's like checking, hey, you want to boot up in 920 1080p? Yes, we do. We do, in fact, want to do this because that's HD. You know, we kind of want that. And then I'll boot up the game, graphics mods up, reshade, you see up there, and then you'll click through these, you can accept, join the thing. If you have too many mods, it'll actually boot up on that menu based on like overflow of maps, some of that. It'll be like number over 500, because the 500 is the amount of maps you can actually possibly have. And with those mods installed, you'll be able to see all these, like, this is the conversion pack stuff. This is also conversion pack, and this is Battlefront Extreme, and this is Doom's. So let's do at landing zone, or should I do Doom's Gate? That's Hell's Gate. So, any other maps? I think landing zone is what we should do. In Doom, Hell on Mars, and let's do Conquest. And then just click launch. And basically, you'll be able to play any mod you want. Now, I don't know how brutal this mod is, so I'll just showcase this mod real quick, just as an example. If you want to leave now, that's it. That's how simple modding is when you learn how. It's pretty simple, and the game crashed. Now, that is one thing that is a thing. Some mods are pretty unstable and crash like crazy. So, if it doesn't work, try again. I'm guessing the Doom mod is pretty unstable. Let's see if I can get it to work again. Let's try Team Deathmatch instead. If not, I'll show you one of the other maps, because I know that those maps work. Just Doom doesn't, for some reason. I tested the Battlefront Extreme map in a previous version of this. I had to scrap entirely because my tabs. Yeah. Push buds up here on the channel for a while, and then I had to get rid of it. But let's try. Oh, it failed again. Just give me a moment. I'll show another mod. That's still not the Doom mod this time, because the Doom mod appears to be crashing. Oh, by the way, my background's pretty good. Because I use the same background depending on the let's play. Okay. If this doesn't work, I'll just find out what doesn't. Let's boot up. Why not Alderaan? Or what's a map that's like really famous in like Star? You know what? Battlefront. Nah. I'd find a map now because there's so many of them. And they're really good. Tatooine Doonsea. Yaman 4 Arena. Let's try. I'm actually drawing a blank. Let's try Alderaan, because Alderaan on KOTOR. Just try to see if I actually disabled like a new thing. Actually, I have to decide on a map. That's the problem. Let's try Kashyyyk on KOTOR. Why not? Also, by the way, the conversion pack I think adds some new stuff. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, it means that something's bugged, and I probably installed something wrong. But hey, it'll probably work. And it's probably just at Doom's Gate. Yep, it's just Doom. And now I can play as the KOTOR, like different forces. Even though this is not the mod that I installed. It's basically an EXE. You basically follow the same steps I showed before, like instead installing into the game data folder and also the Star Wars Battlefront 2 folder. But then you just play with mods and get obliterated instantly by a billion soldiers. I try to I'll try at Doom's Gate in a bit again, but yeah, it's a good. Once you learn how, all mods basically install the same way. So new content isn't disabled. That's good to know. Okay. Give me a sec. I want to check the other Doom map to make sure that that actually is the mod. Alright, let's try the other map. Because some maps just crash and others don't. Let's try at Doom's Gate. This is the map I actually want. Okay, it is actually pretty bloody. Okay. Probably what's bugging it out. Try all the blood. Yep, it's that. Alright, but I think that's going to end the tutorial, unless... Actually, you know what? Why not? I'll show the how to install the conversion pack. Basically, just click on the conversion pack installer, select the right folder, then click done. It's that simple. If it doesn't boot up, it means that you probably select the wrong folder. Just go back to the game data folder and put the file to the right places, like by just copying the game data folder that it makes into the right place, or like the data folder. If there's two of them, put them in the right place. Because sometimes you put the game data folder and ask for the game data, or yada yada yada. But that's fine. So I think that's a good enough tutorial. But I'll just showcase down the conversion pack. This again, a conversion pack and Battlefront Extreme, 2 essential mods. Actually, cancel, because I already basically explained it. But I want to see, actually, genuinely, if something is bugged with new maps, just for a second. Just as a personal check of mine. So, just be right back. Basically, I'm just checking whether or not all the custom maps work, or if it's just... I'm bug fixing my own PC, basically, to make sure if it's actually just this Doomgate. I'm guessing it's Doom. Because it was a very early access mod. Other mods seem to work. I think this mod works. Yeah, it works. But I see how it's loading. It's taking its time. And you can now select, and by the way, one thing about the conversion pack, it actually does work with Harrison Fogg's skin pack. Which I really like. For example, we can pick Urban, and we can pick Episode 4 Leia, and for Vader, we can pick Standard. Engineers are the improved, Dark Troopers are the original, and we'll pick just regular Stormtroopers, and I can just choose the Empire. And we can pick Vice anywhere. And heck, it even updates some of the actual units. And by the way, the conversion pack actually adds a couple of new units, like the Recon unit, the Mural Commando, and the Commanding Officer, which is... and those Spec Ops, other characters. Basically, it's a pretty good mod. Ugh. But yeah, I do recommend playing this game. Or playing with mods eventually. Sometime. It's pretty cool. And I hope this tutorial showcased this well enough with, you know, enough detail. If you need more detail, post in the comments. And if I missed something, post in the comments. Just like let me know if you need any extra help, and I'll be glad to assist. If not, have a great day, guys. See ya.